Hello, and welcome to the Brutal Iron Gym podcast, where our goal is to cut through the BS and deliver the brutal truth about topics related to health and happiness. Today's podcast number 1556. The topic and the title are kind of blended together. This is gym-specific training program service. So I wanted to make a podcast talking about a recent service. This was requested by me. It actually turned out, I think, really freaking well. So I wanted to make a podcast explaining that this is an option if somebody was interested. So basically what happened is a gym owner reached out, and they have been acquiring equipment, and they were wanting to find a way to help their members better understand how to best use their gym. So, since we had a history, we figured that I can help write programming specific to the equipment they have within their gym. They then can sell that to their membership base, and there's a lot of win-win in there. So this person, they're a gym owner. They do a little bit of training and they do some other stuff, but they don't really have the time to do programming. That's not their main job. So what we did was they sent photos of all the equipment they have and a video tour of the gym. I then wrote programming specific to the equipment within the gym and the layout of the gym. And we also talked about what behaviors they wanted people to do in the gym and what they didn't want them to do in the gym. So we wrote programming to kind of promote the ones we want and discourage the ones we don't. And it's awesome. He loves it. A couple members have already bought it. Everything's happy so far. Everything's going well. So I figured I would just talk about that. So what the owner gets, the gym owner, is you get improved member relations. So the gym is seen as better supporting its members. Like, you actually give a crap about them and you want them to be successful at your location. It also improves member loyalty. So it promotes longevity of membership at the gym because the gym is seen as having everything the person needs. So if they only know one way to train, they might believe that there's only certain type of equipment. So for example, Brutal Iron Gym is only 3,000 square feet, pretty small facility, but we have a membership cap at 100 people. I don't let more than 100 people join at any time. It just makes sure that it's never too crowded. One of the things that happened when I first ever opened was people wondered how could they do bodybuilding in a gym that's only 3,000 square feet. You know, what you don't have a hammer strength incline press, a hammer strength decline press, a hammer strength regular press. You don't have, cable crossovers where I can do, you have to have cable crossovers to have a big chest. And little did they know, I created IFBB pros and drug tested pros, aesthetic, pros in this gym. So you absolutely don't need all of those machines. But at first they didn't know that. So people judged the gym based on what they knew, and I had to change that culture. I had to educate them on, hey, at this gym you can do all of these things. So in our gym, there's over 100 chest exercises you can do, even though it's only 3,000 square feet. And I had to teach the membership base that. So as a gym owner, if you don't have the time to do that, having programming that can teach the membership base, the programming itself teaches them, that improves the loyalty and the longevity of membership because the gym is seen as having everything they need. It also gives an extra income to the gym owner because rather than the members having to pay external coaches and external services, the owner gets to have a say in that. When somebody signs up for the membership, you already have communication built up right then that you can then say, hey, with your membership, would you like some programming content? And then that just feeds into itself. So they get a percentage of that service rather than outside entities getting that money. And as we said, it kind of helps control the gym activity and gym environment because you get to promote the types of behaviors that you want people doing within your gym. So super, super helpful for the owners. Now what the members get, they get a great place to train, which is your gym, and they get knowledge of how to use the place in the best way for them. How can this gym be what they need it to be? Rather than hoping they figure that out, as a gym owner, you want them to know it. You want them to know how. So that's where this helps the member. And then also the discounted service. So for the member, it's going to be cheaper for them to get a membership and programming combined than having to get those from two separate entities. So since the service is going to be quote unquote like in-house for the gym owner, the owner can offer the programming paired with the membership at a pricing that allows for a lower overall cost. So super, super beneficial to the gym owner, super beneficial to the members themselves. Now the programs I just wrote for this recent one, we had fat loss and muscle shaping, powerlifting, bodybuilding, functional athleticism, and functional longevity. So those were kind of our focal points, but it can be anything. If you're a gym owner and you have a gym that's geared specifically towards X style of training, let me know. I'll make you the programming for that. And then how the programs are written, they really can be written however you want. This last one, what we did was we created 6 months worth of programming, and then the option can be they can repeat that if they want and get a full year. So for 6 months, every 4 weeks, they get brand new exercises, brand new structures and concepts. And then, since they go through for 6 months doing everything for the first time, they can go back through that again and make weight progressions, rep progressions, or just feel better, like connected with the technique that's happened. So they get easily a full year's worth of programming. And then that cost for the 6 months of programming is split up amongst the monthly drafts, or it can be paid in full up front. And that's up to the members' discretion and kind of gym owner's discretion. But that's how we set that up. I also did this service for a used equipment company. So a used equipment company, they sell used equipment. And we created programs for both home gym options and commercial gyms because they do have, this is a pretty big used equipment company, and they sell to gym owners. So we created programming that helps to promote what the used gym equipment company, what they want to sell. So if they get a bunch of squat racks, we can push squat racks into programming. If they want people to buy more machines, we can say like, hey, if you have the option at a home gym, why not buy this multifunctional leg extension leg curl machine? And then here's a program that'll teach you how to blend it into your barbell-based movements. So there's a lot of, not manipulation, because that's kind of a negative term, but there's a lot of ways you can write the programming for used equipment companies to help highlight what you sell. So if you're going to sell something, show people why that's useful. And that's where the programming can be very helpful. And that can be actually included with the equipment purchase as a way to stand out from competition, or it can actually be sold at an extra cost, but maybe a lower cost. So that way it just promotes them staying with you, coming back to buy more equipment from you. So I thought this was awesome. I was really excited that somebody asked me to do it. But I really see the benefit for gym owners, especially because if you're not a trainer and this isn't what you do, you own the gym, you do a bunch of other kind of elements, but you're not the guy who writes down or girl that sits down and writes the programming, this is an awesome option for you, is to have someone come in and do it, make it specific to your gym, really get the benefit, like get that member relationship benefit, the membership loyalty, get the extra income, help control the activities that are happening within your gym. There's a lot of benefit. So I wanted to throw this out there, let people know that this is something we do. And if you have any questions, just hit me up, email brutalirongym@gmail.com. I'll be very happy to help. I love this stuff, love being able to help gym owners. And like over half of my clients are personal trainers. So I love being able to help other people in the industry. The more people you help, the more people they help. So just a win-win all the way around. Awesome. Okay, well, if you have any questions, feedback, suggestions, anything you want to know, just let me know. My email, brutalirongym@gmail.com. If you like our podcast, please share it if you think this might be helpful. If you are a member of a gym and you're like, man, I wish my gym actually taught me how to use my own, like the equipment here, send this podcast to them. So that way the gym owner knows. But if you do share the podcast, just let people know that we answer questions for free and that this is a free podcast and it's anything they want it to be. And then thank you to those who donate to support the podcast. The podcast does carry costs with it every year for hosting costs. I give an hour to it every day. So I appreciate the donations. You can donate on our website, www.brutalirongym.com. And then if you like the information of the podcast, you can find more from us. Instagram, YouTube, best places to find us. Find us and follow us on there under the name Brutal Iron Gym. Cool. Well, as always, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for listening.